HiKidS'tduio.
Hi kids!
Today we are going to talk about shapes and sizes.
Last time we talked about lines and why lines are important when we draw and write.
With lines, we can draw different shapes.
And when different shapes combine together, we will get different objects.
What shapes do you know? Square, triangle, circle, rectangle, oval,
Many
shapes.
And combining the shapes together, we can create different objects.
For example, we have a square. On top of the square, we put a triangle. Let's put a small rectangle here and a smaller square. A smaller size rectangle on top. Another rectangle here and here. Let's put a circle here. See, we can make a house. We can also use the shapes to create different things. A circle head, curved lines for the hair, triangle for the body, and lines for the arms and circle for the hands. Ta-da! You get a person. How about a heart? Let's put 4 more hearts around this. Okay, guess what are we drawing? Let's do a raindrop shape. Let's put 4 more around and a circle in the middle. Ta-da! You get a flower.
See? Combination of different shapes and different sizes.
We can create different things.
So remember to practice how to draw shapes.
Because drawing shapes is very important.
Today's art activity.
We are going to talk about concentric circles. Concentric circles are circles with a common center. Circles that are on top of each other, changing in size as you draw another, but always having the same center.
Do you know which artist is famous of using concentric circles on his artwork?
Wassily Kandinsky.
Kandinsky was a Russian painter who was born in 1866.
He was one of the most important 20th century artists.
He was a major figure in modern art and painted some of the first modern abstract work.
One of Kandinsky's famous artwork,
Studie Quadrate.
You can see he painted a grid composition.
Within each square, he painted concentric circles. The circles share a central point.
He believed the circle had a symbolic significance relating to the mystery of the cosmos, and he used it as an abstract form. Let's try to recreate an artwork inspired by Kandinsky.
Concentric circle is different from a spiral. A spiral is an open curve. It goes round and around with one line. But a concentric circle starts with a small circle in the middle, and it goes another circle around, and then another circle. So the line is not touching together. With our arts activity today, we need different sizes of circles. So we have big, medium, and small. You can have more circles if you want. Remember, the concentric patterns are sharing the same center point. So we are going to put a small circle on top of the big circle, and then put the smaller one on top. See? Now we created a concentric circle. So we are going to put the big circles out, and we put the small circles on top. But remember, don't overlap the same color, because if we overlap the same color, you won't see the difference. So continue putting different colors on top of each circle. Repeat by putting a smaller circle on top. You can put as many layers as you want. Then we glue them on a paper, starting from your big circle, medium, and small. Continue doing the same to stick all your concentric circles on top. Ta-da! A concentric pattern artwork inspired by Kandinsky. You can also try to use different shapes. Show us your artwork and tag HiKidStudio on Instagram with hashtag HiKidStudio. In the next video of Learn Art with HiKidStudio, we are going to learn about the concept of front ground, middle ground, and background when we do art. Stay tuned!